lads and lasses. Hi everyone. First of all, for having me, and I'm the Kev, and I'm going to perform a set, and I hope you enjoy it. This first one is a love song, and the capo wasn't much good, so I'm just going to play it in an unsuitable key. But listen carefully to see who this love song is about. Truth be told, you're not a pretty sight. You drink, you smoke, you tell dodgy jokes, and you dress like shite. For better or worse, looks like I'm stuck with you. So not to be mean, but your personal hygiene could be improved. Still, you've never failed to surprise and delight me. I'm talking, of course, about you, Manchester's open mic scene. From McCarrick's voice to Smedley's picking style, from Addie's footwear to Lucy's blonde hair, these are glorious times. From the whiskey jar to Cane and Gray, there's a mixture of peeps of all colours and creeds who are totally insane. You're a fountain of stories, poetry, and songs. That's why you're my favorite bunch of wrong'uns. From the old pine pot to the white lion, I'm nostalgic for nights that are still to come. So, this next one, well, over the course of this pandemic, so many things have managed to get worse than they already were somehow. And one of those things is my love life. And early on in the pandemic, I had been exchanging a lot of flirty messages with this woman, and it turned out she hadn't been entirely honest with me about how married she was. So, having an affair with a married woman is not acceptable behaviour, but what is acceptable behaviour is writing a song about having an affair with a married woman. So this one is called Cheap Hotel. Now I'm not normally one for workplace gossip, but I heard your husband's got a wandering dick. Now I'm pretty shy and don't like to pry, but I get a strong sense you're not satisfied. You removed this picture from next to your PC, and the other day you showed some cleavage to me. I'd like to tell you over a cup of tea, with a little hand on your knee. It's becoming quite clear that your marriage is far from healthy. So be a good sport and send me a pornographic selfie. And then put on your finest dress, meet me and help me lose my mess. On a sordid night in a cheap hotel. On a sordid night in a cheap hotel. Now you're the kind of girl that gets a lot of suitors. I couldn't help but notice when I hacked your computer. We've never made that much eye contact, but believe me girl, I've got your back. The boss has been making creepy advances on you, but he's a 2-minute man and he's hung like a cashew. And Jim from HR's a sexist twat, and Andy from marketing's into scat. Now you've just got back from holiday in Alicante, and there's no point letting that suntan go to waste. So sit in my face for quarter an hour, then we'll squeeze into the tiny shower. For a stolen hour in a cheap hotel. 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 Bring some wine and a pair of handcuffs, and then let me doink you off. For half an hour in a cheap hotel. 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 Thank you. So, this next one, I'm just gonna get myself a sip of Bushmills to improve my craft. That's good. This next one is about my career. I mean, my actual career, the one that pays. At school, my teacher said I'd fail in life, until this morning they were right. Then in a meeting about innovation and how it can be maximized, I was struck by a flash of insight. The grown-up world is a confusing place. I never quite understood it, but realized as I was told that this is more than just an office space, that everybody's full of shit. Now that I've reached this understanding, everything's become much more clear. If I'm to win the game of life, and what's now known as adulting, just got to be insincere. Like the office brown noses and the barroom posers who are egocentric little jerks, and the creative directors with no bullshit detector, and the ones who think a phone call is work, and the toxic male wankers who claim to love the banter. When I was young, I thought that bullshit only came from certain types, like priests, cops, lawyers, and journalists.
serial winners who go to sportsmen's dinners and self-styled business superstars who collect and fix up classic cars and don't know how lame they are, and the ones who act like blowhards to disguise how clueless they are. I hope that I've just made you wiser, and you're no longer blind to see. When you open up your eyes, you'll find that everyone's living a lie, including you and me.
So this next one is about my favourite person in Manchester. Every city has a guy like this, and this is about Manchester's equivalent of this guy. Try guessing who it
is. His friends call him the Exorcist, because he always rids the house of spirits. He hangs outside gay bars dressed up in drag, hoping some lesbo will give him a drunken shag. He loves celebrities, and when she's nearby, he stalks Jenny Ellison, who starred in Brookside. He says if you doubt his credentials as a gynecologist, then get the hell out the back of his transit. He's Manchester's creepy uncle, gets handsy on the dance floor. Mothers, please lock up your daughters and your knicker drawers. He shagged Emma Watson and Marion Cotillard, and that's why he's banned from Madame Tussauds. His ex-wife's an international porn star. She found out when she logged into his computer. His doctor told him that he's really sick. When she heard about the contents of his memory stick, he saved a bird from the shame of being on the game. When he didn't pay, he's Manchester's creepy uncle, hides in your back garden, waits for you to come hang your washing, then shows you his hard on. Manchester's creepy uncle, can you guess his identity? It probably won't surprise you to know that it's me. Just one question as the song comes to an end.
So this next one, I realised I need to write a proper serious song if I want to be taken seriously. So this song is a tribute to bands like Coldplay and Keane, who were big in the 2000s, in the noughties. And it's my way of trying to emulate them. Reputation for songs about dicks and male masturbation and entering women's necks, but I'm 37 now and really should be trying to get myself taken seriously. All the clever people say that a proper work of art must be solemn and be weighty and remind you that it's smart. All true British indie must be self-pitying and whiny. To be a modern male music star, sing about how insecure you are. Rock and roll used to be a rallying cry, now it's just an impotent sigh. And everyone sing along to the great British indie song. They say, Kev, your songs need political insight, but be vague enough not to piss off left or right. Show everyone how brave you are by saying mean things about corporate power. Sing about your misery, moan about society, even though you're a handsome white guy in a super rich country. This next one is the only 12-bar blues song I've ever done. It's a slow, mournful song. I don't write many of them, but it's about so-called cancel culture. I'm the kind of bloke with a colourful past, prone to behaving like a bit of an ass. Problematic is my middle name, so we might as well just get it out of the way and just cancel me now, please. Put me out of my misery. I vote for parties of the left at every election. My anti-establishment credentials are second to none. Two nights a week I volunteer at a food bank, but Gillian Anderson's stature got me having a wank. So just cancel me tonight. counting lives.
I saw a drunk girl in a nightclub who could barely open her eyes. I walked up and asked her, "Are you all right?" I gave her some cab fare and I slipped away, but then went to a chippy and ate a battery farm chicken leg. So just cancel me before we begin. So I can sing for the sake of singing. Recorded some covers of the King of Pop. Rock with you and don't stop till you get enough. I watched Leaving Neverland, now realize I'm a disgrace and probably shouldn't have recorded them in blackface. So just cancel me immediately. And let me live in delightful obscurity. 'Cause air travel, dairy, and pornography are gonna go the same way as slavery. So just cancel me and all of your friends. 'Cause our great-great-grandkids will think we're all bellends.
So I can't see comments. It looks like I might have to run slightly over the half-hour slot, but well, I'll try to squeeze in 2 songs in the time I have left. The first one, it started when I started writing this song. It was meant to be a comedy song, but it turned out just to be a bunch of a list of things that happened. So have a listen. It's about being a millennial.
Millennials get pretty vain sometimes. We haven't had it hard as generations gone by. That's not to say we've never faced tribulations. So I'm gonna try my hand at talking about my generation. I was born in the 80s. I was born in the 80s. And these are some of the things that helped to shape me. These were innocent times before tablets or smartphones. We'd gather as a family and watch the Cosby Show. Outside we play engines, cowboys, robbers and cops, and buy sweets at what the neighbor's dad called a packy shop. The PE teacher said he'd make a man of me, had me thrown in a puddle by the rugby team. He said, "Kev, one day this'll make you strong." But all I really noticed were his white shorts and his semi-on. I was a teen in the 90s. I was a teen in the 90s. A period full of memories that still could smoke in pubs and visit cockpits on planes, and describe anything you didn't like as being totally gay. I met the world in the noughties. I met the world in the noughties. Turbulent times for humanity and for me. The whole world discovered the wonders of the drunken text, and pioneering ways you could stalk your ex. You'd stay up all night and watch reality TV, 'cause you knew that Lehman Brothers had just defecated on your dreams. Living through these situations gave me powers of creation. So now I proclaim myself voice of a generation. Living through these situations gave me powers of creation. And now I have a PhD and work in a coffee shop. So this last one, most of my songs are poorly judged attempts at humour. This next one is the last one is a poorly judged attempt. Well, maybe or maybe not. Attempt at reaching out to everyone who's lost a close friend or family member over the past year or two, which is probably most people. Life is full of sorrow, tragedy and pain. Its meaning is a mystery. I believe there is a God who loves me, even though he's seen my internet history. Some say God's an underachiever at best, and when we die we'll just become dust. But I believe someone somewhere somehow gives us stuff, because I simply must. Hope it might be so. Hope it might be so. That when we die we'll be reunited with everyone we knew and loved, and every horror we ever had to go through is totally understood. Till the end of time we'll find ourselves in a moment of loving bliss, and we'll all be treated to a heartfelt windswept Hollywood kiss. There's truth in the phrase, the good die young. I've learned this the hardest way. Often I find the so-called gift of human life is as sad as a dead leaf on a grave. At school I had a teacher called Charlie Crawford, one of the few not to be a bore or a perv. Like many fine people, he was taken too soon, but his spirit is still preserved. I believe it must be so. I believe it must be so. There's a mighty daddy patiently waiting to take us into his care. People who believe that nations and creeds can make their own way there. Tries to fight till the dawn of time finally get on well. I have a vision like the Christian heaven, but the company's good as hell. I know that it is so. I know that it is so. Through accidents, illness, and the passage of time, so many special people are not here. We'll hold them in our thoughts, and in the meantime, make enough noise for them to hear. It's gonna be great live. So drain your glass to the ones we've lost and tell them we'll meet again. Drain your glass to the ones we've lost and tell them we'll meet again. Drain your glass to the ones we've lost and tell them we'll meet again. Drain your glass to the ones we've lost and tell them we'll meet again. Very good night. Thanks for having me, Michael. And again, if you're lucky enough to have a couple of quid to spare, please consider Barnabas. It's a great cause, run by great people.
and see you soon.